how do you teach a kid to embrace delayed gratification in 2022?
I think what I've seen success with is through this sort of framework of, okay, so this is interesting actually, because we have to delay. For us, it would be gratifying to see the child, see our kids, these teens have a better relationship with technology, right? We want that to happen like that. That's its own special form of instant gratification. So I think that we also have to recognize this is going to take time. So for me, what I've noticed that's been sort of useful is in that whole sort of vein of getting curious is find out what motivates them, find out what they like and what they enjoy. And then this sort of intrinsic motivation can start to build, and we can teach them that no matter what you do, like I love what I'm doing now. I love working with people, seeing them grow, change, face challenges, but it's not like I love every second of my job. It's not normal. It's not natural. And maybe that's what gets people see online is always just all the positives, and just helping to kind of psychoeducate them on the fact that, look, if there's something you really want to do, you are going to face challenges, and that you're going to have to put the phone away to study for that test, to write that thesis, to apply for those jobs. It doesn't matter what it is. I think then so you can have that whole conversation, which is a really interesting conversation to have with these kids because they're very tuned in. They have access to all this information. So they've seen things online that they want to do. So that you can gain that information. Then the problem is, okay, now you have to go back to school. And for the web developer, you've got to learn, you got to read Shakespeare. And you got nothing against Shakespeare. I like the guy, he's cool. But it's not what they want to be doing. And so, but I think if you can maybe help them to possibly just realize that this is a phase of life that they have to, as the way the system currently is, kind of get through it for something better. If it's that they want to go to college, they're going to need to have certain grades for that. Helping them to see that there's knowledge to be gained from all of this. They still read Shakespeare for a reason. I mean, there's something there that they can learn about. And what I've also seen kind of as a side note is it opens up the opportunity for what do you think school should look like? What would your ideal day be like? And it's very far from what they're currently getting. But I think that going back to technology and the resources we have now, it's like we're not that far off from being able to kind of provide an experience that is more like that. And other countries are doing it, where they are more focused on the individual child and the interests, and they try to cultivate that instead of, here's this kid with all these ideas. He's had all this access to really powerful information, but now we have to cram him into this kind of outdated experience where he has to sit there and not do that for 8 hours. So then when he comes home from school, what's he going to do? He's going to go right back to it because he hasn't been able to really engage in that space, which is where he's finding his people, he's finding his information that he likes. And I say he, but he, she, anyone, they, everybody. It's like, it's a collective experience that we're having.